Don't Go Up There is a surreal and bizarre top-down adventure game with a wild art style and a creepy atmosphere. Coming in at a short and sweet 30 minutes of game time, the game paints a glimpse into a picture of a weird and screwed up world for a very modest price. The game came out last February and barely has any reviews as of this writing, so I felt the need to get the word out. So stay a while and listen while I tell you about a crazy game that's worth your time. The game starts with a long text crawl that sets up the world. One day, an invention was made that allowed people to manifest creatures that reflected their own minds, known as psyche beasts. While this was considered a breakthrough for science at first, it soon led to chaos as horrible creatures born from the minds of ordinary people began to attack the population. Despite the text crawl mentioning 4 warriors who must save the world with their specific talents, I don't think that's who we're playing as. We wake up in a campsite surrounded by trash as an animal bites us. This is us, Schubert. We move around with WASD and can inspect things and talk to people with the E key. Stumbling to the right, we find a few acquaintances of ours who mention something strange on the top of the nearby mountain. Fearing the creatures coming out of the caves, they've boarded up the entrance to the path that leads to the summit. Not knowing what's good for us, we pull off the boards and start our ascent. I have to say, the character art and overall vibe in this game is awesome. These close-up portraits of the characters are disturbing as hell. They really remind me of those gross-out close-ups you see in shows like Ren and Stimpy or SpongeBob. Other times they feel more like something out of Psychonauts. Although not every character gets a full portrait, the character design is great. The dialogue is funny too. The pic did not hit my blind eye. You do the math. It can also tend towards bizarre or just sad, such as this guy who can't conceive of concepts themselves. Basic understanding of simple tasks and cognitive materials are unrecognizable to me. Head empty, no thoughts. The soundtrack is a mix of creepy ethereal ambient tracks and some electronica. The ethereal tracks add to the all-around unsettling atmosphere of the game. As we climb up the mountain, we encounter a variety of characters as well as a few puzzles and challenges. The corridors are filled with hazardous creatures that take off a heart if they touch us. It doesn't seem like we can do anything except avoid them. We've also got a minigame to play that involves crushing bugs while avoiding bombs in a race to 100 points. The characters we meet mostly speak in cryptic phrases. This guy says he's an embodiment of everyone on TV, while this guy calls himself the only constant in this realm, and warns of the mirage of a vengeful god. I wonder if he's supposed to be the scientist who created the psyche beasts. Halfway up the mountain is this segment where we have to race against the rising tide of skulls by quickly navigating our way past hazards. The soundtrack here is a real bop. Next is a very simple matching puzzle. Not very much to say about it, just match the shape with the corresponding outlines to open the door. One last cutscene before the end where Schubert, dissociating heavily, has trouble recognizing himself in a mirror. At the top of the mountain, Schubert is rejoined by his acquaintances from the foot of the mountain. It appears that a powerful godlike being in the shape of a giant head has taken residence here. The others believe that the head has the ability to turn others into gods, and that if they sacrifice Schubert, they'll attain great powers. Sadly, this doesn't come to pass as the head decides instead to visit chaos and destruction upon the entire world. As the world is eventually reborn, a statue of Schubert rises from the ground. Overall, while the game was short, I really enjoyed my stay. This appears to be the developer's first game, and I'm excited to see what they come up with next. I hope we see an expansion on this world's lore in the future. Either way, it's a fun way to spend 30 minutes. Great for a stream segment or a break between 2 longer games. Alright, that's it everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. I love weird, surreal, and absurd indie games as well as anything with a unique art style. Do you know a game that would fit in on the channel? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see another surreal adventure game, check out this video right over here. See you next time.